Dele Alli has been tipped to leave Tottenham in the January transfer window after being left out of the squad to face Burnley in the Carabao Cup. The midfielder had started Nuno Espirito Santo's reign as one of the first choices in the Spurs starting lineup. But since being hauled off at half-time in the North London derby defeat to Arsenal, Dele has fallen out of Nuno's plans. He has been left on the bench for the last 3 Premier League games in succession, with that awful first half display the Emirates being his last minutes in the top flight. Dele has been handed more game time in the Europa Conference League, but his performance in the defeat to Vitesse Arnhem left much to be desired. That display appears to have convinced Nuno that Dele does not belong in his plans, highlighted by his selection for the trip to the Clarets. Neither Dele nor Harry Winks were included in the squad for the clash at Turf Moor, which Spurs went on to win thanks to Lucas Moura's header. Nuno insisted after the game that the duo did have a chance to return to his long-term plans, but that improvements are necessary. They are our players. We continue to focus on getting the best out of each of our players, the Spurs boss said. Dele is one of the cases we have to try and improve. We have a training session tomorrow and we will assess all the players before the United game, like we always do. They are our players, so anything is possible. This is my answer. Former Arsenal star Ray Parlour believes Dele's struggles have been a long-term issue for Tottenham and the 25-year-old. Whether it's how you get him in the side I don't know. Pochettino was the one, then Son came in and he was the main man, he told TalkSport. Mourinho tried to get him in. After a few games, he was out of the team again, so it's one of those situations where you must scratch your head. Because when I go back to seeing him when he was really flying, he was fantastic. I remember the game at Selhurst Park when he chested in and boff, straight in the bottom corner. And if Nuno continues to snub him, Parlour believes that Dele could depart the club in the January transfer window in search of game time. He's a very talented player. We're talking about January windows quite often now, it's ticking round and there'll be a lot of action I should imagine, he added. Dele could be one of them, one of those guys who maybe moves on and tries to get his career back on track. Because at the moment, he should be in his prime now, shouldn't he? Now, at 25 years old.